Hey everyone! Yoga has always been considered as a gentle and low-impact form of exercise, offering multiple health benefits. But it is important to maintain the right form and body posture to gain maximum health benefits and avoid injury. Today I will be talking about 3 yoga poses that you've been doing wrong. Now the first pose is Anjaneyasana, also known as the low lunge pose. To do this pose, first get onto all fours in a tabletop pose. Make sure your knees is slightly apart and in line with your palms. Spine is like a tabletop, so do not arch or sink. Exhaling, place your left foot forward beside the inside of your left hand. Extend your left leg back as much as you can and place your palm on your thighs with fingers interlocked. Straighten your spine. Place the back of the foot on the mat as you find your balance. Make sure your front knee stays in line with the ankle and hips are facing forward. Stay in this pose for 20 seconds with normal breathing. And as you hold the pose, keep in mind these things. Make sure that the knee does not go beyond the line of the toes. Keep it in line with your ankle. This way the kneecap stays safe and the knees stay protected. Secondly, do not turn your hips outwards. Keep the hips facing forward to experience the stretch fully in the pose. Thirdly, do not allow the back foot to turn inward. Keep the back foot straight. Now raise your arms up and tilt backwards as much as comfortable. As you do, feel the stretch intensely in your hip flexors. Stay in this pose for 20 seconds. Exhaling, bring the arms down on the mat. Inhaling, readjust your body to come onto the tabletop position again. Now repeat with the other leg, keeping these corrections in mind. Now let's talk about some benefits and contraindications. When done right, this pose stretches and strengthens the hips, groin, thighs and core. It helps improve your balance as well. However, avoid this pose in cases of knee injuries, hip and back injuries. Now the second pose is Bhujangasana, commonly called as the Cobra Pose. To do this pose, lie down on your abdomen. Bending at the elbows, place your palms facing down near your chest, keeping your elbows close to your body. Keep feet together or slightly apart. Inhaling, raise your head and neck upwards to look up as much as comfortable. Raise your upper body only until the navel and not more. Make sure you don't make these mistakes. Do not tense your shoulders in this pose. Push the shoulders down and keep the neck long. Secondly, do not lock your elbows. Keep them soft. Thirdly, do not raise your pelvis. Rise only until your navel. Lastly, do not keep your toes curled in and the body hovering while it stays balanced on the balls of your feet. Keep the back of the foot straight on the mat and stay in the pose. Remain in the final position, holding the pose for 30 seconds. While exhaling, bring your head, neck and torso down to rest on the mat. Some of the benefits and contraindications of this pose are: it strengthens the health of your entire body and not just your spine. It improves the functioning of all your organs as well as your nervous system. It also reduces constipation and other digestive disorders. However, avoid this pose in cases of hypertension, heart ailments, peptic ulcers, hernia, hyperthyroid and also during pregnancy. Now the last pose is Utkata Konasana, also known as the goddess pose. To do this pose, stand with your feet 3 feet apart. Feet are turned out with toes pointing at a 45-degree angle. Shoulders roll back, spine straight, pelvis tucked in and abs pulled in. Gaze at the point ahead of you at eye level. This will keep the chin parallel to the floor. Inhaling, raise the arms and bend the elbows, palms facing forward. Exhaling, bend at the knees and squat low. As you are in the pose, take care of these points. Do not push your knees forward. Push them back and keep knees in line with the ankles. This will protect your knees. Secondly, Make sure your pelvis is not jutting out. Tuck the pelvis in and keep the spine straight. Lastly, do not raise your shoulders. Push the shoulders down and keep the neck long. Now with these corrections in mind, stay in this pose for 20 seconds. Exhaling, rise up, straightening your legs and bring the arms down to the sides. The benefits and contraindications of this pose are: it energizes the whole body, particularly the lower body. It strengthens the legs, glutes, calves and ankles. It stretches the inner groin and strengthens the arms as well. However, avoid this pose in cases of knee injury, hip and thigh injury as well as ankle injury. Do not raise your arms in case of a shoulder injury. So guys, now that I have shown you, I hope you practice these poses in the right manner and always remember to listen to your body throughout the practice. If any pose causes pain or discomfort, it's always okay to modify it or stop it altogether. The key is to find what works for you and your body. Also make sure to consult a medical practitioner before you try this at home to know what is right for you. Do share your thoughts with us and keep watching this space for more such content.